Recording this because something was going on with my phone and the entire message that I recently posted was just so quiet that it was basically impossible to hear. Um, so sorry, I picked a really weird different spot than I normally channel in because my phone is charging. I'm about to go out for a bit, but it's just been bothering me all morning that I feel like no one who needed to see that message is going to see it. So I got to re-record it. So anyway, the message is basically about fireflies and lightning bugs and that you're chasing your dreams right now as if they are fireflies and lightning bugs. And you're in this field, like a meadow or a backyard or something, and they're winking in and out of existence. And you're thinking when you don't see them, they're gone. And then they pop up again, but they're somewhere different. So it's like this metaphor right now going on for your dreams where part of the process of having your dream, of conceptualizing it, analyzing it, and then bringing it into fruition, like bringing it into the mason jar cup of your holding for it. Part of that is losing sight of the dream occasionally because it brings back the spark and the wonder that is necessary for you to enthusiastically keep pursuing your dreams and also to differentiate which dream is most important in the moment. There's something about the temporality and the time of when your dreams appear to you. And I mean dreams, both dream world and your visions, like your goals and manifestations. There's something about the temporality of them that's really important to your journey. If you were to see all your dreams simultaneously at once, I'm getting you have so many small dreams, they would overwhelm you. Like imagine 100 fireflies in a small location, all burning brightly. That's cool. But the problem with that is that you can't decide which one's most important, right? So when they're moving around and they're kind of winking in and out of existence and they're colliding a bit with each other and with you and they're approaching you or going farther from you, it gives you this sense of depth perception and it makes you know which ones are approachable, which ones you should be working with right now. So there's this messaging of not being afraid of what your dreams are doing, of what your manifestations are doing when they're not within your grasp. Just know they're in this field. They're like contained within this field and it's going to become apparent to you which ones are the most important, to be working with. Confirmation burp. There was also this messaging coming through in this morning's message of lightning bugs versus fireflies, where some people call things different things, but it's the same thing. It's the same bug we're referring to. So it's important not to label your dreams one way or another so as to deter you from them, but just understand different people may call your dreams different things, but that doesn't take away from the value of them. My AC just kicked on. Let me see. Something else that was also coming up was this idea that of the lightning bug, you can only see the lit up part and then only when it's lit up at night, right? But there's also like a head to the lightning bug. There's also eyes and little antenna and a mouth and little hands and wings. There's so many parts to your dream. You are not meant to know yet. You're just meant to chase that lightning bug part, that like little light part when it's lit up. And don't worry about the rest of it. It'll become clear soon what the rest of it entails. And I'm also getting shown very clearly how it's black and red. So maybe the colors black, red, and yellow could all be significant to you, or at least one of them is. But there's something about it simultaneously blending into the darkness around it and yet being in contrast with the darkness around it. So there's something about your most potent visions that stands out amidst the crowd of your thoughts, where even though parts of them seem to blend in, there's one part of every single one of your major manifestations, of your major dreams, that sticks out. And that's what you need to be clinging to. That's the most important part to focus on. Don't worry about the rest of the details. Don't get bogged down by them, because it honestly doesn't matter what they are. When people think of a lightning bug, they don't think of all the rest of those details. So is the same thing with your dreams, your work. People aren't thinking about all the details that are going on behind the scenes of your work. They're thinking about your finished product. They're thinking about the title of your book, for instance. They're thinking about the name of your song. They're thinking about the name of your art piece. They're not thinking where you bought your supplies from, how often you work on it every day, how many drafts you went through. There's all these details to your dreams collective that you are so consumed by, but none of that matters in the real world. No one else cares. No one else sees that part of the vision. That's just for you to know. Just know your work is showing up now in the world as a lightning bug. It's showing up as that pulsing light. And that's what's attracting people to it. They don't care what else is attached to it. So I'm getting you might need to get over the hang up of these ugly parts that are attached to it. Like, oh no, people are expecting this firefly, this lightning bug, and there's all these other things. don't worry, collective. Like that should be the furthest thing from your mind. Do not worry about it. And it's not ugly. Okay. Some people think it's dirty or ugly, but it's really not. The people that it's meant for will appreciate its beauty. There's also a message this morning of capturing those fireflies, that you can only fit so many in a jar at a time. And as you capture and coalesce them, it's like you're regaining parts of your energy and essence by doing this. And then you are taking that back within yourself. You see the jar and it's glowing so brightly. It doesn't matter how many are popping off at one point in time. Take that how you will. But it's like the glow is persistent because of so much beauty and work that you've created for this world. And it's a reflection of you. It is you. Like you birthed that into existence, right? And it's beautiful. People love it. And at a certain point, you can't keep fitting more bugs and, fireflies into that jar, or else they will start escaping as you try and fit more in. So there is a certain point where you have to hit save, collective, and you have to either go upgrade your jar or find a new container and fill that one instead too. And then you can have both. But, just keep in mind, if you have two containers, then you're also responsible for twice as much, right? And so on and so forth. So I'm getting you had planted a lot of seeds for yourself, collective. You had planted a lot of opportunities and joys and trials and triumphs for yourself. You're not meant to gather each and every one. It's meant to. Okay, then my mic died. This is crazy. I feel like someone really doesn't want you to get this message because it's so difficult to get it out with all my, my internet's been having issues today. I don't even want to get into all of it, collective. So this is really, really important for someone. Like this is a make or breakthrough moment for some of you. Anyway, so the reason that you are planting so many seeds for yourself ahead of time, like your higher self before you incarnated even, was to give you this opportunity to choose the life you wanted. Like imagine you're at a buffet. That's all your seeds of manifestation. You do not have to actualize every one. You get to choose. You get to select. There's no problem with picking certain ones over other ones. You get to do whatever you want with this smorgasbord that you have prepared for yourself. Okay. I just keep checking to make sure his sun's not dying too. Yeah. So like there's not a need for you to do each one. Don't pressure yourself to think that. Just pick the ones that are either like easiest or they're most interesting to you or they're most affordable to you. Like just pick whatever it is. Like if you go back to the firefly analogy, just think the closest ones to you that are turned on. Okay. That literally just follow your passion. That's all you need to be doing right now at this point, collective. Don't let anything distract you. Don't let anyone dissuade you from this. Like keep collecting, because one other big message, and I think this is the big main one, was that you have seasonality to how you work. This is going to be different for different people here in this collective. Some of you are meant to work at night. I'm literally getting some of you are meant to work at night, and you're really stressed out because you're trying to work during the day, and it's really making you sad because you're not fitting into this 9 to 5 script. You're not fitting into this template that everyone else is doing. That's because it's not for you, collective. It's because it's not for you. You're literally meant to follow your inspiration, like work in the nighttime, be a night owl if that is what your calling is, okay? Some of you are the afternoon, some of you are the morning. Like spend some time and figure out which time of day is best for you. You'll need to learn your personal circadian rhythm. No one can tell you that but you, collective. Maybe just take a weekend or a few weekends and observe. If you don't have alarm clocks, if you don't have schedules or plans, things like that, when do you naturally get up and when do you naturally go to sleep? Do you take naps during the day? I'm getting you need to start curating your work selection and your sleep selection much harder than you have been to be more efficient and be more effective. Some of you also are only meant to work one season during the year, like spring. Some of you are very active in spring, and the rest of the year, you're meant to kind of coast. You're meant to go through the summer, sort of coast through that. Fall, you're meant to really dedicate more to yourself. Winter, you're meant to go within and not even work, collective. Okay. I'm so serious here. And I know this is really scary for some of you to hear because there are jobs like teachers that you primarily work in winter or other things. But, truly, if you want to know where your soul is aligned, your soul is aligned with working outside of the normal times and days and seasons of operation of other people. You don't work in a way that's in line with this civilization. It's in line with the planet. Okay. That's why you're having so many problems bringing some of your dreams in. Okay. So anyway, back to this firefly analogy. An important thing here is that it's a field, even though it's really big, or it's a backyard that's really big, it's relatively contained. So your dreams are only going to go so far. Okay. It's not like there's only some areas of the world that have fireflies and lightning bugs. And then also, they can't move beyond that certain point, and they're only out during the night that you can see them, because there are lightning bugs during the day. You just never see them, right? excuse me, because the world is so bright. So there's this importance about you navigating your shadow and darkness so that you can actualize a lot of these things that you want to bring in. It's going to require you to move through the dark. It's going to require you not to the next steps in order for you to see those dreams. Do you see what I'm saying? You want to be comfortable and in the light and with everything illuminated and you knowing every possibility. And that's literally impossible because the way that your dreams work, you can't see them unless you're surrounded by unknowing. You can't know unless you don't know. Does that make sense? You have to be surrounded by things that don't feel right, that don't fit right to know what does. It's so important, collective, that you take this conflict you're going through, that you take these struggles you're going through and alchemize them, okay? And learn to see what it's showing you because you're not being punished right now. You're being aligned. Everything that doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, it's not flowing right. It's not a punishment. It's my cat over here. It's literally just meant to align you so that when something does feel right, you will go in head over heels, like head first. Like, you'll be so excited. Okay, I think this is about it for the limit that I can do for this. So I love you so much, collective. I know you're going to do amazing. And until the next time, bye.